Assalamualaikum, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to wrap a simple gift. This video is basically for beginners who do not know how to wrap a gift. We have got a perfume here that we need to wrap. The things that we need to wrap are scotch tape, transparent one. We never use a white scotch tape because we do not want it to be seen on the wrapping paper. So we always use the transparent one. So we are going to keep the white one separate. We'll use the transparent scotch tape. You can use even the thinner one, but because our product is a little thick, we are going to use this one because this stays longer. Then we need scissors, wrapping paper, any color or design that you like. We have these ribbons, a pre-made ribbon from before. We can use, sometimes when we get gifts, we can use this from our old gifts as well if it's in good shape. So we can reuse it again, recycle it instead of buying it. Or we have even new ones that we have brought just to show you how they look. And I will tell you how they are opened and can be used. We have two colors here. One is silver and one is blue. Scissors, like I said, and a card if you need to place. So this is a congratulations card that we'll be using on this because this has to be given as a gift to someone. All right, so let's get started. This is the wrapping paper that I have selected. As you can see, we always get a big sheet, so it's quite big for the product that we have. So firstly, we need to cut it into the size that is required. So now you can see that since this perfume is this size, you don't need it this big. But we don't cut it in a weird way so that it cannot be used later on. Firstly, we are going to divide it into half. Like you can see, there is a marking in the center because of the fold. So we are going to cut it first from the center. Now you can see there's this big piece that is left. We can roll it and keep it for later use if we need to pack another gift sometime so that it doesn't go to waste. We always roll the paper up. We don't fold it because then it has a marking on it. When we roll it like this, we can put a rubber band, or we can I would suggest to put paper clips here on both sides rather than rubber band, because rubber band can get sticky in hot weather and can ruin the wrapping paper and get sticky on this. So this is the leftover that we're going to put it on the side to use later. Now we have this one single big piece. Now always be careful about the design of the wrapping paper. If it's the design is like this, the floral one we're using, when we pack the gift, the design should be like this. Like when you keep the perfume straight, design should come like this, right? It will look very weird if we pack the gift and we see, let's say if we pack it the other way around, it's not going to make a difference because we don't know when we are putting it whether it's straight or not. But since we are packing it, we know that the perfume or any kind of liquid that we give as gifts should be standing up. So that is a common sense that if we get something of liquid nature, it should always be standing like this, right? So since we are wrapping it, how will we know if it's upside down? So the paper that we are going to use, we will put this side down, and when we pack the gift like this, so we know that the flowers are going upwards, it's straight, so the product is straight. So we will keep it like this instead of putting the other way around. So that is a bit of common sense knowledge. Now, whenever we pack a gift like this, which is in rectangular shape, what we do is we always keep the wrapping paper a bit equal to the side of this. So here you can see that wherever this line is ending, I'm keeping it over here. So when I fold it, it comes there. You can keep it a little less also, but I would suggest it is safe to just keep it on this line. So now I'm taking this part from here this much, and then the same here as well. So approximately I'm going to use the same amount over here, like this much, right? You can either put a mark with a pen if you're a beginner, but since I've been doing it just to tell you, this is the line. It will go inside, of course, and be cut, so it won't be shown. Now I'm going to cut the paper from here. Now if you're unsure that whether you're cutting straight or not, what you can do now is you can fold this paper like this, so you can see the straight line over here. Now you know that you have to cut this much, so you can fold the paper from here. Now we get this line through which we can cut it. Okay, now you see the advantage of cutting like this. We've got this whole one big piece left, and we've got this one piece left, right? So you can fold this also, roll it up, and you can keep it aside for future use. Now I know you must be thinking this is quite a big sheet. So what we are going to do now that we know the size that we need, we can do two things with it. If you are doing a simple wrapping where you are going to stick like this, we always we try not to use too much of the wrapping paper and not too much of the tape as well, because it looks very untidy. So people who do this is also not wrong, but you're using more of the material where less is required, right? So instead of doing like this and then putting a tape like this, I'm going to show you how you can wrap this gift aesthetically using the least amount of materials and neatly as well. So it looks like a professional shopkeeper has done it, even though it's a simple thing. And you know that if we give it to a shopkeeper to wrap the gift, they take extra money for it. So you can buy these simple and not so expensive wrapping papers. The sheet can come anywhere about 40 rupees to 100, 200, depending on obviously the design, the texture, the place you're buying it from, right? But it always starts from a minimum of 40 rupees, it starts, right? So what we're going to do, like I said, be careful that this is the straight product, right? And this is the design that should come like this. So we know that the product is standing straight. If it were like this, it will look odd and we will not know whether the product is standing up or upside down. Okay, so this is the way the final product should look, the flowers pointing upwards. And if we have another another wrapping paper where design is of a different shape, then we can do something to show us that if it's standing up or not, depending on the product as well, if it is liquid or if it doesn't matter if it's placed anyway. All right, so we are going to start by placing it over here. Just try to make sure that both sides are equal so that when we wrap it on the sides, it's almost equal. If it is even a half centimeter here or there, it doesn't matter, but just try. You don't need to measure anything. We are doing it by our experience. We take this. This will be our first fold, but you should always make sure that it is tight from here, that there's no space. Okay, so when I'm putting this tape, then we can do this. We've measured it. Now we're going to take the tape. Going to cut approximately 2 to 3 inch in length so that it covers the majority of it. Let me show you. Okay. Now, whenever you're packing a gift, you always place the tape half on the wrapping paper and half on the product so that both of them stick together. If we had placed it vertically like this, only a little bit of this, that is also right, but it's not aesthetically appealing, okay? And that will use a lot of tape. Like if we are using tape like this, we'll put one over here, one over here, one over here. Rather than that, we've got 2 to 3 inches straight, and we have put one big tape horizontally, and that is enough to hold the product. Okay, so using a lot of tape also makes it look messy. Now since I've done this, now if I hold the product like this, it's stuck to it, right? So now I gently am just using it to show you that I need to tighten this. If it were like this, there is a space in between here, so the product will be moving, right? We don't want that, so we need to settle it over here. We need to tighten it a little bit so that the product does not move. Right, now the second step, now there are 2 ways of doing it. Either you can just wrap it up completely. The simple way of doing it is you wrap it up like this, you leave a bit like half an inch space from here, and you cut the wrapping paper from here, and we put a tape here, and this part is left for use in the future. Or another way of doing it is we just measure, we do this first just to give it a, because this part should be hidden, this one part should be hidden from the other. We measure this, okay? We take another piece of 2 to 3 inches of tape. We take the edge of the wrapping paper, we measure that the sides are equal when you put them one over the other. Now it should not be here so that you can see the product. That does not look neat and tidy, right? We have to cover this part as well. So we take it a little bit over it, okay? Some people like to fold the edges to make it neat. You can also do that, or you can just simply put it over the other paper so that you cannot see the product and it looks neat. We do this. We put our finger here, and we will put this tape over here. Now this will secure this part of the wrapping paper with the product. Now you can see there's a lot of space here. Now what are we going to do with this? We are going to turn it around, and we are going to make pleats with them. So the point of taping the paper first at the back is that whenever we are making pleats, sometimes we make the pleats and then we are short of the wrapping paper at the back, so we cannot attach furthermore. That will look very messy. So now I'm going to just tighten the product here and start making pleats. Try to be as neat as possible. This is better done with these paper sheets because the other silky wrapping papers that we get, it's difficult to put the pleats on. So these pleats are more stable and they last longer, easier to handle as well. Now we see we've made 2, we can make another one. Now if you can see this gives a very nice effect on it. If you see the actual paper, it's like this floral print with the flowers, a bouquet. When we fold it into pleats, it gives a very nice design in the front. So it's up to you. You can keep it simple or plain, or you can do it like this. Now, whenever we do this, we never put the tape on top of it. Never on top of this because it looks untidy. So what are we going to do? We're going to secure it from both sides, and we're going to put a little tape over here. So let me show you. First, I will take a little piece of tape, around 2 inches, and I'm going to fold it like this, like in a roll with on top of each other. Like this, okay? And now on the last pleat that I have, I'm going to put it on this one, and I'm going to place it like this. So now you do not see this, and yet it's on top. You can do it for the rest of them too, but there's no need because we'll be taping it like this anyway, okay? So now we just take it and we tighten it up on the sides. Again, make sure it's tight and neat. And we are going to take approximately, again, 2 inches of tape, and we are going to put it on the side. Also on this side. Now see from the front it's like this. Now you can see the floral print is here. Now this is the bottom side. We make a neat triangle on the side. Now this part, what we do is we can fold it a little bit like this so it looks neat, and we do it like this. See? A little fold and then this. Now instead of putting like the beginners do, they put a tape over here, they put another tape over here, they put another tape over here, it's going to use 3 tapes. Okay? So instead of that, we will be using just 1 tape and it will cover all these 3. So we're using lesser product and it will give us a neat finish. Again, like I said, half the tape is on the wrapping paper and half on this side so that it binds both of them together. If it's a little bit here and there, the tape, it doesn't matter because that's why we've used the transparent tape so that even if it's a little bit here, like you can see, I've done it intentionally to show you that even if it comes over here, it doesn't matter because it's transparent. Now, if instead of that we had used this tape, it would have looked really bad. Okay, so the bottom part is ready. Now it's standing up on its own. Now the top part is left, so we are going to do the same. This part we have folded. The point of folding it outside, you can also do it the other way around. If you can do it neatly, is now it's standing up like this. So we can also do this. We're taking the bottom part like this. Since it's the top, it will look more neater if we put it outside. So we folded the back side like this. Again, we made a triangle. We make a triangle first so that it secures itself in place and it's tight. But just be careful with it since it's paper wrapping. It's made of paper. It can tear as well, and if it tears, it will look a bit untidy and. All right. So now we just need another 1 tape over here. Now, if you feel that this might open or it's a bit bulgy and it needs another tape, you can use either 2 small tapes. That will be better just to secure the sides. I've taken just like 1 inch, and I've secured this side because this is getting up a little because it's thick. Same I'll do on the other side. Take about 1 inch of the tape Okay, place it like this. So this is our final product. Now you can see from the flower design that this is standing up. If we had put it like this the other way around, firstly it will not settle as the thick from this side, and you will know that since it's the other way around, the product is upside down, especially for liquid products. So it is better to put it like this. Now we have two options. Now already, since we have designed it like this, in the front we've given pleats, all we need is we get these cards, or you can make one for yourself using any colored paper, plain paper, or your own visiting card, or like these cards that are available in the market. You have to fold them. You can write to and from. All right, you already have a message in front, and you can stick it on the side. Now some people do it straight up like this. That's also okay, or they do a little bit of slant right about here. That also looks fine. Okay, so in order to do this, we just take this tape again and we fold it. Now before that, I'd like to show you that if you, for example, opt to not make the pleats and make a simple plain one without the pleats, you can use these bows and ribbons which come outside like this one I had from before. I'm just telling you how we can apply. Okay, you can see this is the top part, the thicker one, and then the smaller ribbon, and like this, and this comes in the middle. We can place another tape over here and we can place it like this. This doesn't look good in the middle, it looks good on the side. Okay, so this is one way of decorating, but as you can see, the product is small and this bow looks quite big. All right, another like I said, this one I'm just showing you how these are used in case someone does not know. If you can see this cut V side at the bottom, there is a hidden ribbon like this. So we hold this part, and we just put two fingers, a thumb and the first finger over here on this side. This goes wrong, 1 second. Okay, and we slightly just gently pull it up. So this is the flower. All right, so we do this. This comes like this. We separate these two like this, and we can also place this over here. But again, like I said, the ribbon looks bigger than the product, so we are not going to use the ribbon. This was just a way of telling you. And if you want to place it back, you can hold the tip of it from here and this from here, and then you can pull it straight back. Okay, so these are handy when you have a bigger product like a suit or a big box, let's say. This will look good on bigger products and gifts. Okay, so these are just ideas can be used in the future. And since we've used the pleats, I'm just going to apply the card. So I'll take this tape again, and please, another way, you never hold a tape like this. Like if I need to apply an inch, so I'm going to put my fingers. You can see you've got a fingerprint over here, and when we put that on the gift, it looks very bad. So it's better if you have a tape dispenser, but if you don't, the easy way of holding it is from the tip. So this is the tip, the way I hold this one, and I'm going to cut like almost 2 inches, and I'm going to fold it again like I did with the last one, round and then round and then round. So this is sticky tape from both sides. I'm going to apply the back of the card like this. Again, don't put your finger on it so that it loses its stickiness and it looks very bad. I'm going to place the card over here. Just press it over here. It doesn't show. Most people just put the tape across, so that looks very untidy. Now if you put the tape over here and try to use a pen on it, the mark of the pen will fade away. So the best idea is to put the tape at the back, stick this, and then you can write your message inside, and there we have our final product. And also for the tape, whenever you're storing any tape, now if you can see, it's transparent, and I have lost where the edge is. So whenever I find the edge, there's two ways of keeping it. Either you have a colored paper clip which you can put over here, or if you don't, I simply do is I just fold the corner like this, and there I have it. So now I always know this is like this. It doesn't stick. You just fold it like this at the end. And whenever I need it in a hurry, I don't have to spend my precious time looking for the edge of the tape. Here it is. Okay, I can just use this and I can pull it and start using it. You can cut this part when you're using it, and then when you finish using the tape, you can again make this edge and tape it up like this, so it's always there for you, ready to use. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is the final product. If you want more ideas on wrapping gifts, let me know in the comments, please. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.